In ancient Rome, there once lived a nobleman named Lucius, whose wealth and ambition were matched only by his arrogance. Born to a family of privilege, he considered himself untouchable, immune to the forces of fate that governed lesser men. One evening, during a lavish banquet in his opulent villa, Lucius overheard whispers of a sacred shrine hidden deep within a forest outside Rome. The shrine was said to house treasures beyond imagination, protected only by legends of vengeful spirits. Intrigued and intoxicated by greed, Lucius decided to seize these treasures for himself, dismissing the cautionary tales of harpies, mythical bird women sworn to guard the shrine. Ignoring the warnings, Lucius set out that very night, accompanied by a handful of loyal but fearful servants. Upon reaching the shrine, its eerie silence was broken only by the distant cries of nocturnal creatures. As Lucius began to loot the golden idols and precious gems, an unnatural wind stirred the ancient trees, heralding the arrival of the harpies. With bodies of birds and faces of tormented women, the harpies descended upon Lucius and his men, their shrieks piercing the stillness of the forest. Lucius' servants fled in terror, but the nobleman stood firm, brandishing his sword in defiance. Yet his courage faltered as one harpy, larger and more menacing than the others, focused her gaze solely on him. "You who desecrate the sacred," she hissed, her voice a venomous whisper, "you shall know our wrath." In a flurry of feathers and claws, Lucius was overpowered, his body bound by an unearthly force. The harpies carried him aloft, high above the treetops, before plunging him into a dark abyss. Days, weeks, perhaps even months passed, though Lucius could not tell. He awoke in a cavernous chamber, its walls covered in ancient runes pulsing with a dim, otherworldly light. His once fine garments were now tattered rags, his strength sapped by an insidious curse. He was not alone. Other men, twisted and broken, languished in the shadows, victims of the harpy's wrath. As the realization of his fate dawned on him, a harpy emerged from the gloom, her eyes gleaming with malice. "Your soul is ours, nobleman," she crooned. "For eternity, you shall atone." Lucius tried to scream, but no sound escaped his lips. His punishment had only just begun. Forever trapped in this unholy limbo, Lucius was condemned to wander the dark chamber, haunted by the harpy's relentless torment. The treasures he had so coveted remained untouched, a grim reminder of the price of sacrilege. And so, the tale of Lucius the nobleman became a dark legend, a cautionary story whispered by the firesides of Rome, a warning of the fate that awaits those who dare to defy the sacred, and the unending nightmare that follows those who fall prey to the harpy's curse.